Find functional hilarity at the Biffa Emporium. Girl, it's what I heard. Allegedly, it's just the word. Allegedly, it's on the street. Allegedly, I sing to the beat. Allegedly, lee, lee, lee. Allegedly, lee, lee, lee. Allegedly, lee, lee, lee. Allegedly. Goodness, I don't know where to begin. Well, we'll start with Brander. Brandy's hairstylist said she was not wearing lace front braids in the 90s. I didn't know they had lace front braids in the 90s, did they? Well, she still has her edges, so they must have been doing a good job braiding. Also, in a rarity, both of her stylists are speaking up for her and saying they enjoyed working with her. Now, how often do we hear that? Keisha Cole getting blasted for ripping people off. Nicki Minaj can't keep a stylist to save her life. We're not even going to talk about K. Mafisi. Flavor of Love 2 and Charm School star, and I'm going to use that word very loosely, star, claims that Monique blacklisted her. What power did Monique have? What did you want to do, get on the Parkers? After Charm School was done, it was done. She said there was one particular situation where her publicist told her there was a celebrity spa day, and Monique said, if Boots goes, I ain't going. How long ago was this? This had to be 40 years ago, a good 40, even if it happened. Do you think Monique was out here blacklisting people? I don't think that Monique would even think about a Larissa Hoops, Aurora, but she might have. Monique seems to be trying to blacklist Tyler Perry and Oprah, so maybe. But, Hoops, I'm gonna need you to shoot a different shot. Cause old Monique T, honey, I'll just pour that out in the sink. Master P tells his family he is not an ATM and they need to go to work. ATM, honey, automatically tear his money. He said it's been over 30 years and I'm tired of supporting people's addictions and bad habits. Who would y'all be mad at if I was dead? Because it seems like none of y'all want to work. I'm no longer enabling lazy, ungrateful people. Please go get a job and a career. And for the ones that do have degrees and careers, maybe y'all can take over and buy houses and cars for y'all's generation. Because I definitely did for mine and my elders. I'm not God. I'm only human. The only difference is I decided to do the right thing and chase my dreams and goals. That's so elitist. Like, if you had paid for these people to go to college and they pissed away their education, that's one thing. But let's not act like black people is just getting handed six-figure jobs left and right. And instead of supporting addictions and bad habits, you could send them to rehab. But ever since you got growing up hip-hop, you've been a pain in the booty. KFC drops finger looking good as their slogan amid the pandemic. If your hands aren't clean enough to eat the chicken, then you shouldn't be eating. If you wash your hands thoroughly, the food, the thing, it shouldn't be a problem. Maybe they don't want people licking their fingers in the restaurant, but they was nasty anyway. They probably already had it. Like, if you're at home with a thoroughly washed hand, then again, if your hands ain't clean and it's on there, it's already on you done already got it. So yeah, there's a KFC near me I want to try, and I don't know why, because I know it's going to be disappointing. The Real has added Garcelle as its latest co-host. I'm happy for her. I wish I could get excited. But one, that means I would have to spend some time with Loney Love's odd-looking ass, and don't nobody want that. Don't nobody want to look at Loney. And two, they can't seem to keep a co-host. Like, they come and go very quickly there. So I feel like Garcelle may be there for, 6 months? A year? I gotta wait for her to be there a year and a half before I'm like, okay, let me peep. I ain't gonna start liking it, and then she gone. Now, the real question is she gonna stay on Housewives of Beverly Hills? Or is she gonna just keep that Real check? Oh, and The Real is staying virtual this September, which I think is smart. What do y'all think about these virtual shows now? I mean, y'all still watch Pop Roast. I still like it. Chris still likes doing it. So, do you think it's going to be a permanent format for a lot of things? Or are we going to get back to the audience? Because it would be cheaper. In dried up white people news, Kellyanne Conway's daughter, Claudia, has moved for emancipation after her mother tried to have her arrested. Child, they Karen each other? That you Karen'd your own daughter? That That's foul. But then again, look at your face. Your face is foul. I feel sorry for the daughter. I mean, knowing that one day that's what you're going to turn into, woo. But you know you have no control over your child when you have to leave your job at the White House. I mean, it's one thing where you got to go pick them up from school because they was acting a fool. But it only happened because your daughter is more intelligent and can simply embarrass you on TikTok with a few simple facts. Charlie Sheen's ex said there are pictures of Denise sleeping with another woman. None of us are shocked and all of us believe Brandy Glanville. Lori Harvey and Future have broken up and she escaped him without pregnancy. She's got to teach a class. They're going to do a Color Purple reboot. Is that necessary? Lamar Odom and Samantha Power have set their wedding date for a day we don't give a shit. I don't know why Lamar keeps trying to stay in the news. You done sold your little book. You done gotten away from the Kardashians. Go sit down somewhere. And I don't want to see your fat upper penis area getting laser hair removal ever again. Okay, now this story is just so delicious, it's got to be fattening. Jerry Falwell Jr. The only word is cuckold. That's the only word. That's it, that's all, there's no more. So he was set up with the pool boy to fuck his wife while he would literally peep from out of a closet or behind a corner. A peeping cuckold tea. I mean, when were you just gonna cut out the middleman and get fucked by the pool boy yourself? Because they have been doing this for years. Like, you wasted your money. You wanted the dick, clearly. Go on and get it, you're paying for it. I don't know how you can fuck up your own affair. Giancarlo Grande said he was 20 when he first met Jerry and Becky Falwell while working as a pool attendant at the Fontainebleau in Miami Beach. Granada told Reuters that the relationship involved him having sex with Becky Falwell while Jerry Falwell looked on. And you know the tapes is gonna come out because you know they was taping this shit. The encounters took place at hotels in Miami, New York, and at the Falwell's home in Virginia. I bet you that shit was illegal in Virginia. They got them old laws on the books. His friendship with the Falwells eventually soured because he fell into a business dispute with them and was tired of fucking his wife. He got a stake in a Miami youth hostel. At least he was running pockets. He said, look, if you gonna get this penis, you gonna pay. Now Falwell's saying Granada was trying to extort him. No, he wasn't. You was paying for dick. You were shaking your purse. Shake your purse, sometimes you get shook. You see, the material Granada showed Reuters included screenshots from what Granada said was a FaceTime conversation with the Falwells. During that call, Becky was naked as the two discussed their relationship while Jerry peeked from behind a door. Oh my God! The thing is, consenting adults should be able to do whatever they want to do. Everybody's grown, everybody's making their own decisions. It's just when you get out here and condemn the lifestyle you clearly trying to live, that's when we gotta laugh at your ass. Sissy Falwell. How Denise Richards reconnects with her husband, Aaron Pfeiffer's. Well, I imagine it's with another woman. There's usually another woman involved. I mean, you taking him to get hand jobs into strip clubs and shit. So I imagine you two bond over your love of vagina. I mean, whatever keeps a couple together. Dorinda Medley has been fired. It's been a rough 2 seasons for her, so I could see why they would let her go. I'm definitely ready for some different energy. A siren? We don't do that out here on the West Coast. You leave that shit in New York. They said the futures of Luann, Sonia, and Ramona remain unknown. And the show could center around Leah and her friends because they're sending in casting tapes. I would like that. Let's get some women of color. Let's get the old drunk racists out. Y'all had a great one. It was cute laughing at you. But I'm ready to see the New York that I know. And y'all are the New York that's now fleeing for Connecticut and the Hamptons. Good luck out there. Oh, okay. Now, Ramona and Sonia also don't have the Apple on their Instagram accounts anymore. But that's something people do during negotiations. Because they did the same thing with Erica Jane and Erica all up on the show this season. So who knows? But I could definitely see Ramona and Sonia going. Like, Ramona is as much of a mess as Dorinda, and Sonia, it's just time. It's just time, Son. Carol Baskin might be on Dancing with the Stars. We have to stop rewarding shitty behavior. No. Well, I mean, I don't watch Dancing with the Stars. It's boring. But no. Lucky Charms is selling a pouch of just the marshmallows. Instead of making the cereal better, you're just like, screw it. Just give them the marshmallows. That's what they really want anyway. The cereal's crap. There's no way to fix it. Alphabets with marshmallows is the bomb. Lucky Charms, they weren't so lucky. The Powerpuff Girls are getting a live action remake. I think part of the joy of the Powerpuff Girls was the art and the big eyes and all. I probably watched the animated, but the real people, you can keep that. Mary J. Blige does not want to be called auntie anymore. She said, I got women way older than me calling me auntie. I'm like, no, come on, B. She said, can I be your sister? Your friend in your head? I like friend in my head. I feel like that's what it is. Erica Mena has an issue with women calling Safarre corny. He's always been corny. He been corny. He is corny. It's the truth. Like you're a skank, a skeezer, a hussy, a harlot, and a tramp. A true tramp. You smell like syphilis and you look like hepatitis. I'd worry more about that than your corny husband. Also, the fact that his show got shut down and his first move was to sell his schlong, even though it already had kind of been on the market and that's all he really has to offer, even though he tried to do music for a decade. That's corny, honey. That's corny. Alleged what? Alleged who? Allegedly, allegedly. Don't blame, don't sue. Allegedly, allegedly, allegedly.